But, let me ask you this, Chael. And looking at Jon, I look at him and in his skill set, I go, why in the world would a guy ever do that? Why in the hell would he do PEDs? And I think you're the perfect guy to comment on this. Why did you do it, Chael? What went through your mind? Because and I've trained with you, and I've obviously seen your fights. You're a monster, man. You have skills. Why were you so enticed to do it?
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, and it's a character flaw, but here's the straight answer. It was a very easy decision for me to make. So I had my own code, which was I'll never take any steroids and I'll never take anything illegal. But if a doctor will give it to me, if it's prescribed legal medication and I go to the pharmacy and I take it above board, the same as I would anything else, that's good enough for me. To hell with what the rules say, if I could get a doctor to call it medicine, and it's going to help me, I'm in. And Brendan, I'll tell you, I've never had a drop of alcohol in my life. I've actually never taken a steroid. I've never even been accused of steroids. But when you take a PED, in the media's perception, it is steroids. So I just steered into it. I always use that word too. I took steroids and blah, blah, blah. I've actually never taken a steroid. I've never even been accused of it. But I took things on the banned list, and I knew they were on the banned list. So that's bad too, right? It was intentional. I was trying to get away with something. And how I got to that conclusion, it was easy. Now, in hindsight, I'm very ashamed of it. But just to answer your question, on the day when somebody you look up to and they grab you and they say, hey, this will help, and you've got an appointment with this doctor, and, go in and get your script, man, that was easy. Okay, no problem. Put it in my calendar, popped into the doctor, got it, took it, the end.
And did you feel like a different fighter? Did you feel like it made you who you are?
No, I didn't feel any different, but I did when I quit taking it. So it definitely helped. Like, I'll hear guys say, well, yeah, but that didn't enhance my performance. Well, for me, it did. I can tell you, for me, it did. I didn't know it at the time. I didn't feel, stronger, feel like I recovered faster, things like that you'll hear. But when I stopped taking them, I did feel it. I felt I aged real quickly, and all of a sudden, oh, my back hurts, and oh, my arm hurts, and now I need 2 days off instead of one, and I felt it in that regard. At the time, no, I never felt like Superman or this is helping me, or I just knew I was supposed to take, 0.5 of this every Monday and every Thursday, and that was all I did. But when I stopped, yeah, man, I did feel it.
And when you say you never took a steroid, obviously you do stare right into this whole allegation thing and steroids, and I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but you were prescribed testosterone because they found low T in your blood system. Is that right? Is that correct?
Yeah, and testosterone is an anabolic. So if you were to get technical on me there, then I did. Perhaps I should clarify. When I was growing up, Brendan, we had to take classes in school. And then when I went into college and I was a scholarship Division I athlete, we had to take special classes all about steroids. And what steroids meant, so what I mean when I say it to you, steroids were always something illegal. You were buying them in an alley out of a bag, and you were taking it, and it was muscle and all this stuff. Somewhere over time, they kind of did away with the word steroids, and it became performance-enhancing drug. That one was a little bit tougher for me, and still is, because every drug, if you mean medicine, has to enhance you. If it doesn't enhance you, the FDA won't approve it. A doctor prescribes something to dehance you, that would be malpractice. So I never liked it when they went to that direction, where they said, well, if it's a performance enhancer, like, well, hold on, you got to have medicines, and then you got to have steroids. I know that's true because I took all of these classes, and that's the way that it was. So I think if I was to clarify, maybe those words would be a little bit better. I never took anything illegal. I never took any steroids. If you wanted to bring testosterone into that, then, I guess you'd have to check my definition, because it is anabolic.